and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Bible alongside Melissa McFerrin. And Coach, now we're already in the middle of February. We talked about how quick it got to be conference season, and the season didn't seem like you got into that middle part of a league season where you're just trying to get game by game. Now all of a sudden, it's going to be a relatively quick sprint till we get to Mohegan Sun for the conference tournament.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, we are on the downhill stretch for sure. And certainly throughout the course of this year, I've felt like, we've made some significant progress. Obviously, early in the year, we were struggling just to figure out who we were. I felt like when we got into the early part of January and through January, I thought we made a lot of really good progress. We've taken a little dip here lately. I don't want to attribute it to anything in particular, but it's not uncommon that happens in February to most teams except the very best teams.
Right.
And we're not quite there yet. So, but we're excited for the stretch here, and we've had a couple really good days of practice. We always talk about the dog days. Maybe I'm hoping we're through those now. And but we missed an opportunity on a home stretch here, so we're going to have to do some work on the road.
The thing is, midway through the season, of course, the win-losses aren't where you want them, but you're still in that middle grouping. It's not as if you have tumbled way down and you can't dig yourself out of a hole for a good seeding in the conference tournament. And the losses you have, they've been relatively close. They've been mostly single digits, about 10 points. Of course, you had the real close loss against Tulane.
Right.
So you're not that far from kind of getting over the hump.
No, we're not. But like I said, we missed an opportunity with Wichita at home. We got Tulsa, and then the loss to Tulane. Those were the two games that were really key to really keep us in running for maybe even a first round bye.
Right.
So now we've got to do some work. Of course, we have Cincinnati at home, but we know how good Cincinnati is. Even a home game, that's a difficult game. I think we're prepped and ready to go, and I think our kids are excited, and I think we have a renewed energy. But nonetheless, we're playing a team above us in the standings at home. So then we've got to go on the road to Tulane, and so we missed an opportunity. So now we've got some really difficult road work to do.
Cincinnati, Wednesday at the Elmer Rowan Fieldhouse, your Play for K game. It's going to be on the American Digital Network. It's always a special game.
Very special game. Means a lot to a lot of us. We now have Play for K shirts that Nike makes available to us, and we write names on our shirt of people that we've been impacted by, that have also been impacted by cancer. I've got 5 names on my shirt, and I went to just the highest tier of people that were closest to me. So we've also got a pink banner hung where we want people to put the names of people. We want people that are fighting breast cancer and all women's cancers to know that we're thinking about them. And so it is a very special day for all of us. It hits all of us personally, and it's a special day for our players. Just to make everyone aware, that's a 5:30 tip time Wednesday night against Cincinnati, but a very special game to all of us.
Cincinnati, a team you played once up in Cincinnati, and I know the energy was there for your team. That was a game that, Cincinnati usually is not a team that gets up and down. They use their size, but for some reason, and you talked about in the postgame that day, they got your offense a little impatient, just going for first options, not really kind of working things around, just kind of got impatient up there.
They did 2 things that really, really hurt us. Number one, their transition really hurt us. Their post players, particularly Thomas, runs the floor incredibly well. The issue with that is we've got a guard covering the basket. If we don't get our post player running step for step, then our basket person can't get out to the shooters. That hurt us a lot. Not really in the first quarter, but going in the second quarter is when they made a little bit of a run on us. We actually had a 14-9 lead early in the game. So that energy and defensive transition is one of the things that hurt us. And then on offense, they're a very good defensive team. They haven't been that good in the past. They've got a new coach, Michelle Hurd. They moved their 4-player to the 3. They've got really good size and athleticism. This is a team that's going to make a run down the stretch. I think, on the road at Central Florida, they lost by 1, and it was a last-second shot that beat them. So this is a team that's really vying for that number 2 spot.
Coach, then you're going to go this weekend down to New Orleans to play Tulane. I know you guys would like to get back. Had one in hand, you thought. They had a last-second deal. You had an opportunity there. And it's a place that we played at and seem to have played pretty well. You know, we got that win for the first time in a long time at USF, but you've gotten several wins down in New Orleans.
We have. I think I can thank Taylor Williams for one or two of them. She hit a buzzer beater down there on the 3-point line for us to win a game during the Ariel Hearn time. You know, we got a couple wins down there, so it's a place we're comfortable playing. But I think more than anything, our games with Tulane have been overtimes or one-possession games a lot over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And we're just, again this year, I think we're pretty evenly matched. You know, we beat them at our place last year with 5 players on the floor. They haven't forgotten that. So I just think we're really evenly matched recently. You know, we've been those, Lisa and I have this running joke that, you know, we've been in the middle of the pack there for so many years. You know, we may not have finished 4th, but we were 5th or 6th, or maybe one year we got 4th and they got 5th. You know, last year we were this 8-9 game, I think. We were 8, they were 9. So it's just we played Tulane a lot over the years, so it's gonna be a game.
All right, Coach, as always, we appreciate it. Go get them this weekend.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, that's head coach Melissa McFerrin. I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.